I know I left it here somewhere. I can't believe I lost it. I found it. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Cromey Zone. So on today's agenda, weight loss. So more specifically, September's top 5 tips for weight loss. So something that hasn't gone out of fashion for the last 100 years is weight loss. People are always trying to find new ways to lose weight because, I mean, it's incredibly easy for us to put on weight now, or for most people to put on weight anyway. So today I thought I'd run through my top 5 tips for September. I have a ton of these, so if you guys want to see more of this kind of stuff, please let me know in the comments or DM me on Instagram. But guys, without further ado, we're going to get right into it, starting with our top 5th one, which is going to be lose the sugar. Now, I know I've been beating this drum quite a lot, but honestly, like this, it is insane how bad sugar is for your health, or excess sugar is for your health. And it is incredibly easy to have excess sugar in your diet. A lot more people are starting to get this now, but it's still quite a popular thing to just consume sugar and consume sugar-based products. The problem is sugar has little to no nutritional value. It is essentially empty calories. It doesn't really have any benefits for your body. It just gets converted and stored as glycogen, releases a ton of insulin, causes energy spikes up and throughout the day, causing you to feel down and depressed for no reason at random intervals through the day, which is very hard to control. And essentially, it leaves you craving more, right? This kind of stuff can just screw up your sleep. This kind of stuff just screws up your productivity, screws up your gains, screws up your development of muscle mass, makes you fat. So if you cut out sugar, I can guarantee you are probably going to see a much better physique, and you're going to see a lot of improvements in your physique. Moving on to number 4, this one is a little bit more complicated, and a lot of people are kind of shy away from this kind of thing, but it is actually quite simple when you just kind of look at it. It is know your maintenance calorie intake. The reason I say this is because if you want to manage your weight, you have to kind of manage your energy expenditure. You have to know at least how many calories it takes for you to survive. So that way you can sort of start gauging, okay, I've had enough food today, or I've had too little food today. And you can really start to correct that without having to count calories, without having to look at all the macros and all the micros and stuff like that. Because yeah, with even the smallest understanding of how energy works and how calorie intakes work, your control of your weight is going to like improve tenfold. You're going to be able to steer yourself in the direction you want to be in, and assuming that direction is a healthier body and a more aesthetic looking body, then you are going to do absolutely fine. Sorry, I just had to fix the mic there because I think it kind of sounded a little bit weird and then the video cut out, so I'm going to have to redo this part, so yay. Coming in at number 3, we have the 80% 20% rule. So this rule is actually probably one of my favorites because it's essentially kind of the easiest, and it's one of the more effective ones as well. I think number 1 is definitely the most effective. So if you imagine like you're eating 80% really healthy food, you're eating your salads, you're eating your good carbs, you're eating your good proteins, you're getting good fats into you throughout the week, and then on the weekend you decide to have one binge day every now and again, or even just one day a week or something like that, where you feel you can eat some junk food. So what that does is 20% junk food is more than enough to keep you satisfied and keep you not as craving all this kind of stuff, and you're not waiting forever. So it's not that challenging on the willpower. But having, like, usually people tend to have more than 20% junk food in their diet. So by having this agreement, you realize how much you can have, but also you're getting 80% of your nutrients are going to be healthy. And that is going to be a massive improvement on your mental health, your metabolism, your digestive system, like everything in your body, including your physique. So I would say that the 80-20% rule is really good. I've given this to some people now. They agree, they think it's really nice. They really like doing it so far. So that's why I'm telling you guys to do it, because if it works for me, it works for them. And it's gonna work for probably you guys as well. So I hope you guys do with that one what you will. Coming in at number 2 is quite a massive one. So don't drink your calories. You may have heard this one before, but it's actually quite big. A lot of people don't really realize how many calories they're getting in through just drinking. Mainly because drinks aren't very filling. Drinks are processed really quickly by the body, but they can carry just as much nutrients or just as much calories as like a regular meal. So some of the examples I pulled up here is a McDonald's small milkshake, which is like a little tiny fucking thing, is 200 calories for a little tiny thing that you barely even got, like it's like a mouthful. It's like 2 or 3 mouthfuls of a milkshake, and it's 200 calories. The next example I pulled up was Coca-Cola, which is 150 calories per can. Now, it doesn't sound necessarily that bad unless you put it in terms of that is about 10% of the average recommended daily amount of calories for a regular person to intake, which is quite a lot for just a few seconds of pleasure. I think those calories and those kind of like, that percentage and that chunk of your RDA is much better placed in a nice salad or some kind of meal replacement or some kind of smoothie, or preferably, if we're not drinking our calories, in a good healthy meal. Because after you drink some of these things, you are almost like, I can guarantee you're gonna want more of that kind of stuff. Or you can drink like a liter of Coke and like 10 packs of Doritos all in one go, and that's like 1,500 calories, I'd say, probably. Same thing, you can eat a whole pizza and then have a can of Coke as well, which is kind of insane. That's coming up on 1,600 calories if you're like large people. I do that sometimes, it's actually really fun. But don't do it all the time is the problem. If you're looking for drinks in terms of weight loss, I would recommend the absolute best thing to do if you're trying to steer away from calories is focus on just drinking water and teas. Teas are really good because teas have a bunch of nutrients in them that sometimes give you energy boosts, sometimes make you feel full, and sometimes can even help you sleep. So I would recommend going for teas and water. That would be my best bet. That is some Organo Gold latte. Guys, if you don't know already, we sell these Organo Gold coffees. These are essentially just really healthy coffees, all infused with a mushroom called reishi. And by buying these, you are not only buying a delicious and incredibly nutritious beverage, but you're also helping support the channel and supporting us. By supporting us, you guys help us buy things like this, like new equipment, our new microphone, our new tripod that you're looking at us right now. And essentially what we're trying to do is we just want to pour all this money back into the videos just to try and improve that quality until we can really hit that quality peak that we're satisfied with. Because right now we're looking at a new camera, want to buy a new setup, some more microphones, sound boxes and stuff like that. All of this kind of stuff is going to improve the quality of the podcast, the videos. Definitely encourage us to keep making this kind of stuff. But if you guys don't want to do that, you can always hit the subscribe button or leave a nice comment down in the comment section and give this video a like as well, because we absolutely really appreciate that stuff. Coming in at number 1, guys, easily, really, like this, absolutely, like this is life-changing shit. Keystone Habits. Attach good habits to bad habits. This kind of strategy will completely rewire your brain and completely rewire the way you look at food. In a sense, like an easy example for this was, okay, here's your orders for your brain. Eat a pizza, go for a run. So you have bad habit and you're going to connect it to a good habit. So whenever you eat a pizza, you are going to go for a run. No argument. There's no excuses for it. It's like if you do a bad habit, you do the good habit. And by attaching these, your brain thinks about the pizza completely differently. When you look at a pizza, your brain is no longer going to go, hey body, you want that pizza? It's going to ask, hey body, do you want to go for a run? And usually the body's going to say, I don't really want to go for a run right now, and you're going to say no to the pizza. But if you ask yourself, hey, do you want that pizza? The answer is always going to be yes. Let's be realistic. It's a pizza. They're delicious. Yeah, so basically how you can put this into practice is essentially pick your bad habit that you think you do quite often, pick a good habit that you want to improve on but isn't entirely too difficult because you want to be able to actually do that bad habit or that good habit. And then what you have to do is write it down. I don't care where you write it down. Write it down in your copybook, on your computer, on your whiteboard, on your mirror. Write it down. Bad habit, connect it to the good habit. And then that is final. You have to have that accountability to when you actually do that bad habit, you have to follow up with the good habit. This whole strategy is called Keystone Habits. But I've just sort of inverted the theory and applied it to dieting and applied it to the way I eat. So essentially, this would be the easiest example I'd have. And it's probably the first one I do almost every morning pretty much is I wake up, right, which is a habit. I have to wake up every day. And I've attached that habit to cold showers. So I wake up Without argument, I have a cold shower. Then what happens after that? I've connected the cold shower to a run or training session or some form of exercise. And now I've got 3 habits all interlaced with something as simple as just waking up. And then I do that with all kinds of things in the day. For example, I wrote this video, I record this video, and I'm gonna go edit this video. Yeah, so you have to make these habits simple and you have to make them specific. Because if it's something complicated and it's something like just ambiguous, it's going to be very confusing and you're much less likely to do it. Like let's say if you watch a YouTube video, I do 25 push-ups. That is a good Keystone habit to do. So try out with these little things. And if you want to hear more about Keystone habits, I can actually make a whole video that basically just creates all these kind of pre-made Keystone habits for you if you would like to look at them, or if you'd like to try them out and apply them to your own life. I think that'll be quite a fun little project to do. So yeah, I might do that as well. All right guys, so that's our September's top 5 tips for weight loss. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I have a ton of these tips, but I don't really want to pour them all into one video because, I mean, it'll just be a really long video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you want to buy some of these organo coffees. They're really good. They have a lot of stuff. They have meal replacements, they have teas, they have shakes, they have all this kind of stuff. And that's in the description. We have a link there. So if you want to go to that or order it directly from us, just tell us what you want. We'll bring it to you if you're going to some of the classes. That'll really help us out and that'll really help improve the channel. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, stay fit, stay happy, stay healthy.